So this is our step up program. So we are going to be looking at just ways that we can make the most of a bad situation, just to try and make lockdown a little bit more fun for us, a little bit easier for us, because at the minute it has been a little bit tough. We can't really go to school to see our friends. We can only really leave the house to go on walks and things. So we're here to try and make it a little bit more fun for you and try and help you come up with ideas to make it more fun as well. Does that sound good? Thumbs up if it sounds good. Yeah, we're ready. Right. So starter. We're going to do a game of heads and tails. Thumbs up. Do we know how to play heads or tails? Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no. Do we know how to play? We've even got someone there doing a little reaction there with the thumbs up. I like it. So heads or tails, right? I'm feeling a bit cheap today. I've only got me 1p. Yeah, it's a while until payday, so I'm feeling a bit cheap, right? And if you guess correctly, you get to chill and relax. Yeah, so by guessing, so we can see, yeah, heads, you got to put your hands on your heads. So everyone show me heads. So if you pick heads, you got to put your hands on your heads. If you pick tails, you've got to do a T like that. So everyone show me what heads is. I'm going to look down. Yes, we're ready. Everyone show me what tails is. Yes, right. So I've got my coin. I've got my coin here. If you guess incorrectly, you have to do an exercise of our choice. Yeah. So you've got to get it right. If not, it's going to be fun. We're going to be doing some fun exercise. So I'm going to be exercising every time. I'm going to be like Joe Wicks now. So I can stand up. Are you ready? So first things first, heads or tails? What are we going for? Are we going heads? Or are we going tails? Let's see.
I'll go with heads.
You heads.
Heads for me,
got
Jay.
A couple of tails. Oh, tense. Right, here we go. Here we go. We've got heads. So if you got heads, you were correct. Well done. If you guess tails, we're just going to do 20 star jumps. Yeah? So when I say go, if you haven't got much space, just sort of move your arms just like that. So 3, 2, 1, go. So 1, 2.
I'll get involved. Let's get it.
6, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. That must have been fun for the children who guessed right there, just watching us doing all those star jumps. Right.
Is that Olivia smirking at us there, was it? Just smirking at us doing our star jumps while she's just chilling out.
Laughing at us there.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to get away with it every time. Right. Heads or tails? Here we go. What are we going for? Are we going heads? Or are we going tails? Let's have a look down. So what are we going for? A few heads, few. It's a mixed bag again. It's a mixed bag.
You're right, Mason. It's either heads or it's tails for heads and tails.
Here we go. It's heads again. It's only heads again. So this time, we're going to do 20 seconds of running on the spot. Proper Joe Wicks move, this one. Right? 3, 2, 1, so go. 1. 10. 18, 19, 20. And relax again. Relax again. I like it. We're getting fit on a Tuesday morning. Right. Next one. Heads or tails? What are we going for? Heads?
Oh, tails this time.
So let's have a look down. Let's see who's going for what. So what are we going for? We've got a few tails, a lot more tails this time.
It is, yeah.
It is tails. So well done if you did tails. I don't know if anyone else, is it just going to be me who's going to be doing the
That joins in,
yeah, right. So this time we're going to do 20 squats. If we got it incorrect, we're going to do 20 squats. So nice and low. Right, we're going to do them dead quick. 3, 2, 1, go. So 1,
2,
5, 10.
I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling the burn.
Feeling the burn, Steve.
18, 19, 20. And we can relax. Here we go again. Heads or tails? What are we going for? We're going heads, we're going tails. Let's see down the list what we're going for. Let's see who's going for what. So heads, heads for heads, T for tails. Oh, mixed bag this time. Here we go. It is tails. So it's 2 heads. So this time, fast punches. Make sure you've got plenty of space for this. You don't want to be knocking anything over, and then we'll get shouted at. So make sure you've got plenty of space. 30 fast punches. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 15, 7, 20. 30. Relax. Last go. Last go, this one. Last go. Heads or tails? What are we going for? What are we going for? Let's have a look down the list. We've got a few tails. Heads there. Oh, nice. Here we go. Heads. So we've got heads. So the last one, if you got it incorrect, just pick one of the ones that we've just done, and then you got to do them. So I'm going to pick star jumps, I think. So 3, 2, 1. So,
tell you what, someone's doing press-ups and everything here.
10.
Last 10 seconds.
17, 18, 19, 20. Woo. And
One more for good luck.
now I'm sit down. Good. I think we all did some form of physical activity there. I like it. Get on us awake. Yeah. So I'll put my coin away now. Let's go in. Right. So let me just catch my breath back. I'm tired. So today's session, we thought we'd start on routine, all about routine and keeping and planning ahead, basically. So the lesson objectives. Understand how planning ahead can improve both physical and mental well-being. Identify strategies to help a good routine and develop personal strategies to you to keep a good routine. So, little question for you. While we're doing routine and it's all about planning ahead and looking at the week and things, if you could be any day of the week, what day would you be and why? And I want you to put your answers in the chat box. What day would you be? I'm excited to hear these answers. Chris, are you okay to share the answers with us?
I certainly will.
Certainly will, Jake.
Jack says a Friday. He likes a Friday.
Mine would absolutely be a Friday. If you can't type why as well, why would it be a Friday?
We've got a Saturday, Jake, as well. I take it people enjoy the weekend break.
Nice.
Saturday because I play footy. Oh, look at that. Tuesday because it's my Liverpool meeting day. Love it.
Nice.
Oh, happy birthday for Saturday.
Happy birthday, Lydia.
Yeah, very happy birthday. I like it.
Saturday because the footy's on. Love it.
I think Saturday and Friday are the winners. I'm just looking through. I did see a Monday, though. I like that. I like that. Getting ready to tackle the week. I think I would definitely be, I'm seeing because I'm making a roast there. Nice.
Like it.
Nice. I like that.
Got
Ooh.
Thursday, Jake, because I have fitness from Harry.
Nice. Some good answers. Really good. I think I'd definitely be Friday because you got the weekend then. What would you be, Steve?
I think, yeah, Friday morning, and then because you feel like you're excited. But I also like the Tuesdays, the Champions League's on. So that's what I like as well. So it's a couple of nights of Champions League footy.
Chris?
I think for me, Jake, quite an interesting one. I'll be a Wednesday because I know that I'm halfway through the week then, and I've not got long until the weekend.
I like it. A different answer. I like it. No one said Wednesday. Right. So good. So that was just a little starter just to get us thinking about our routine and why we like, the days. So we're just going to quickly explain it. So every week every session, we're going to be looking at a different thing we can do while we're at home to help us feel better and to help us keep in a routine. Now, I'm going to go into this in a little bit more detail at the end of the session, but these are just going to be little challenges that we are going to set you that if you want to do, you can do. That'll just help you throughout lockdown. Right, here we go. Let's start with the first question. In the chat box, what is a routine? What is it? Just type the answers in the chat box. What do you think a routine is? Chris, if you pop the answers underneath as well, is that okay? If you want to
Yeah,
take the answers underneath, that'd be
absolutely, Jake. We've got a good one from John, an order of things to do.
nice.
Yeah, something to do to just go quick flying through here. Something that you do normally, something that you do regularly, an order of stuff. Routine is something that you do most days. Something you do to keep the time and organisation. Brilliant answers, these.
These are good.
How old are these on the screen? These are about 30.
I
About
think
30-year-olds.
it should be the other way around. I think the children should be teaching us.
I know.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Brilliant answers, guys.
Because I think they already sound like they know more than us.
I know. It's good.
Good. So I think we've touched. I think we basically summed it up with the wonderful answers you put there. So well done. Yeah. Good. So the next question then. It works. What is always in your routine? So this is like a personal answer to you. What do you always do? Yeah. What do you always make sure you've got to do in the week? What we seeing, Steve?
We get up and get washed and dressed, play footy, wake up, prepare like that. Prepare for the day ahead or the week ahead.
Oh, I've just put it up. Martial arts.
Swimming, trampolining, and footy as well. Wow.
Nice.
Love it.
See, and do you know what I like about these? They're very active as well.
Yeah. Brushing my teeth. We need to keep important, Zach. Well done, sir.
Very important. Very important. I like it. So good. Some really, really good answers there. Yeah. Now the last question. Sleep. I've just seen that one. I like that one. Whoever put sleep, really good. Definitely. Right. The last one. Why is it important? Why is a routine important? Why is having, like you say, an order or doing things daily? Why is that important? And think of it why it's important during lockdown as well, maybe. Tougher question, this one, I think.
Yeah. But
I have faith because the answers so far have been good.
To keep you energetic. Love it.
That. Love that.
Well done, Mason. Brilliant answer.
Because this is keeping us energized, isn't it? Seeing all these answers, seeing all you doing all this. Brilliant.
Nice. Some good ones here.
Everything organised, like it.
Nice.
It's a bit of normality, isn't it? That's what we're after, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got to say, some really good answers. So what we'll do now is we'll just move on and we'll just sort of, because I think you've answered all them perfectly. Yeah, that it's all an important, definitely keeping a routine is important because we've got to stay organised. We've got a little rogue scribble there. What's all that about? Let me see if I can clear it. Yes, there we go. The scribble is gone. Right, here we go. So, what is a routine? A routine is a sequence of actions that you do repeatedly. I think you put it more fun, or the children, I think doing stuff you usually do normally, yet keeping yourself organised, right? So, for example, some of you have already said brushing your teeth. That is something that should be done every morning, every night, at least, minimum, yeah? Waking up at the same time every morning. Now, I think this is quite an important one, especially in the week. Maybe you could have a cheeky little line on a Saturday, what those who said their favourite day is Saturday. But I think, especially while you're in school and things, I think waking up at the same time is important. I also think going to bed at the same time. Steve and Chris, do you think that's just as important?
Very important, Jake, because obviously you may not have as many things to do as you normally would, but it's keeping your body in rhythm so you're actually recharged and prepared for the day ahead.
Absolutely. Do you have anything to add, Steve?
I just think a lot of the people are there are really active and keeping fit, maybe in group teams and exercises. So it's important that even if it is 10-star jumps, if it's running on the spot, jogging on the spot, if you're really active all the way through the year and all of a sudden we've just stopped, it's good that we can do these type of things daily and to keep active throughout the day.
And move that on perfectly for me, Steve. Exercising every morning. Yeah, that's something I like to do. Yeah, it sort of wakes me up and it helps me sleep at night as well. And that's why at the beginning there, I like to just get a bit active. It wakes us up, makes us feel a little bit better. Right, so Here's examples of maybe a routine, yeah, of different people. So they're definitely waking up and things. Here's just examples of what you do. Yeah, maybe in other people's routines, your routine might be different, but as long as you try and keep yourself to a routine, especially Monday to Friday. So we sort of touched on this, but I think this time we're really focusing on why it's important in lockdown. Yeah, why do we think it's more important to keep a routine during a lockdown? So if you put your answers in the chat box, tough question that, and it could have loads of answers. So anyone wants to type in the chat box, why is it important in a lockdown?
Brilliant answer, John. For your mental health. Brilliant. Keeps everything sorted because you have to stay inside more. To keep busy.
Some good answers again. This is a good group, this. Give it maybe another 30 seconds. I think I can see a few children still typing. I like that one. Have you seen that one, Steve? It's important, otherwise you lose routine and it affects. I think that's definitely what happened when I was in the first lockdown. I thought I lost a little bit of routine in the first one because it was a little bit novel.
Yeah, I think a few people, even the last couple of days, we've been talking that this one seems a bit different, that even though it might be a bit longer, it seems like we're getting somewhere, and it might take a little bit longer to get through, but it looks like we're getting through to the end, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Nice. So some really, really good answers there. Far better than mine, but I'm just going to show you some of what I think why a routine is good, important in lockdown. So it comes on. So if you don't really keep a routine and you go bed at different times, you might be a little bit tired. Yeah. So if you go bed late and you start to go bed later and later, you will be tired. I think an important one is diet. That's a good one for keeping routine. That's something I've really focused on this lockdown, is focus on what I'm eating. And I think that really helps. If you're eating healthy, maybe if you're planning your teas, or if you're eating healthier teas Monday to Friday, I think that definitely helps you keep in a routine. If you are in a routine, I think you're going to be able to, your schoolwork is going to be far better. Yeah. You're going to feel more charged if you're going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time every day, and you're giving yourself enough sleep. You're not going to be tired like the first picture here. You're going to be feeling charged. You're going to be feeling ready to go. Just got to move my icon because I can't quite see that one. You might feel like doing some more, so you can actually focus on your hobbies. Yeah. So you might be doing your reading. So if you have a routine, you can plan a hobby into it. For some of your hobbies, it might be quite difficult to do at the minute in terms of, say, if you like to go out with your friends and stuff. But in other ones, so things like exercising, going out on your bike, reading, all these things can still be done. And it's just about planning them in, and then you are ready for the week. If you have got a routine, if you are ready to tackle the week and smash your schoolwork, all your hobbies, and everything you want to do that week. Right. So strategies to help keep us in a good routine. Now, this is an important one. Yeah. So what can you do to make sure you stay in a routine? Yeah. What could you do? So type your answers in the chat box. How would you make sure you've got a good routine? Maybe use the picture there to help you. And then let's some good answers here. What do we think?
You can plan your day out.
Sorry, Steve. Yeah.
I like that. Have an alarm clock. Oh, your mum. Always try and do your own one first, though, and then rely on your mum second when you're done.
I'm sure your mum would really appreciate that.
We've got to list everything really in places you always go. Very interesting point there.
I like that. Wake up and work out. That sounds like a Joe Wicks thing, definitely. Circuit style, I like it. Plan everything. Good. These are good. Like I say, I think you should be teaching us. I think your answers are amazing.
Brilliant. I think they've seen our slides before. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe they've been cheating. Maybe that's been their routine. They've looked
Yeah.
at the slides before the session.
Feeling recharged today with some absolutely brilliant answers.
Right, so there should be a few answers coming up here now. So how to make, oh, I'm drawing now. How to keep a good routine. So, like you said, you put loads of good ones there. It's about planning ahead, exercising, yeah, all these things that you've said. Now, we're just going to have a little look at some things that could be the positive ways or negative ways. What you think about a routine. So, staying up late. So just in the chat box, could you put, you could even put a plus or a minus to stop your text. So a plus for positive, a minus for negative. Do we think staying up late is a positive or a negative?
Yeah, I got a few negatives coming through.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I think that's the general idea, that it definitely, it's say if you've got school the next day and things and you don't want to be staying up late, but like we did at the beginning when it was about the days of the week, sometimes on a Friday or Saturday, because you're not in school, you might not need to be up. You can every now and then have a little treat and stay up late and watch or something like that, but definitely not throughout the week when you're in school. Would you agree with that, Steve?
I would do, yeah, because a few people have said like match of the day on a Saturday night, they might have like a treat to stay up and watch the football on a night time. It's just little things like that. I think it's when it happens all the time, it's the issue, isn't it, where people are just staying up all through the night.
Yeah, and like I say, for a treat, it's okay, but all the time, that's when you do feel tired. So the next one, exercising. Do we think that's a plus or a minus? What do we think? So in the chat box, we've got a plus there, straight in.
Got a plus from Mason, Harry, Jake. Quite a popular answer so far.
And I would definitely agree. Exercising is definitely a plus. I like to do it when I wake up earlier in the morning, but some people like to do it a bit later on. But exercising definitely is good. A little interesting answer from Mason, though, about I think if you exercise too much, I think you definitely would burn yourself out. But yeah. I think just a few times a week, I think that's fine, definitely. But I would definitely see exercising as more of a positive than a negative, right? Eating junk food all the time, positive or negative?
Got a minus from negative from John.
Yeah, I'm seeing lots of minuses coming through. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Unless it's a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just about to say that. I think, I'm exactly the same. I think Monday to Friday, I'll try and eat good. But then, on a Saturday, if you're feeling like a little treat, a nice breakfast or a McDonald's for tea or something, every now and then, that would it make you feel a bit better. Definitely. But all the time, I think it'd make you feel a bit rubbish. Do you reckon, Chris?
Yeah, it's a good point, Jake. I think everything in moderation, like you say, if you set yourself a target and obviously you're in a healthy eating routine from Monday to Friday, there's no reason as a reward for saying well done that, like Jake mentioned, you can maybe treat yourself to one McDonald's or something. Everything in moderation is what I'd recommend, guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. So the last one, planning ahead. Maybe having a planner that you might have at school and writing down what you've got for the week ahead. Do we think that's positive or negative? Got a plus there.
If you can, guys, as well, well done, Harry. If you could give a reason as well, that'd be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And I think planning ahead, we've got a huge plus from Jennifer there. Huge. Loads of pluses. I like it. Yeah, and that is definitely, if you got I like to just have like a little diary. I have it on like a computer, a diary of what I've got ahead for the week. And I think it stops you from forgetting things. Yeah. Oh, okay. And another different answer, seeing it from the other side there, like, because you might get worried if you don't get it done. And I think what's important there is you organize what you need to do. Maybe think about what's the most important, right? I've got to get my maths work done. My teacher, I'm on Zoom with her in 20 minutes. I've got to get that maths work done before we do our virtual class. Yeah. So it's all about prioritizing what you've got. So, and I think here it says doing the negative ones every now and then is okay, but all the time it's not. Yeah. So if you're eating junk food all the time, or if you're staying up late all the time, yeah, that's something that will make you feel tired. It might make you feel a bit sluggish. Yeah.
Especially in lockdown, Jay, because if you're staying up all night and you're eating unhealthy food, whereas you might be running 10 miles a week, playing games throughout the week, if you're just sitting in your house, you're only doing a few steps each day, that all builds up as well. So it's even worse, isn't it, at the moment?
And I think it's important with lockdown, because I think at the first lockdown, I think most people, the children, were a bit like, oh, I'm off school, right? I'm off school. That's good. I'm off school. And we didn't really know how long everyone was going to be off for. And then I think lots of people then lost their routine. Would you agree, Chris, that because it was a bit of a new thing?
Yeah, absolutely, Jake. At first, guys, it may seem like it's a different experience, but overall, and obviously because we've experienced the first lockdown, now we're into our second one, it's kind of made you realise, like myself, what's really important, which is working with my teachers, seeing my friends, seeing my colleagues from Liverpool. So I'd say that.
Absolutely. So let's move on. So, little activity. Like I said, if you've got a piece of paper, or if you've got a phone or a tablet close by, yeah, and you can just write it down on your notes if you've got a phone, or just a piece of paper if you've got it. So what I want you to do is create a routine for a day in lockdown, right? Maybe set small goals to achieve, maybe add in some exercise, yeah? And then what I want you to do is, for your routine, maybe draw it instead of writing it down. So say, for example, if you're getting up out of bed, your first one, draw it. Yeah, it's visual. It makes it easier to read. Then the next one, just keep working through and just drawing them, and then stick it up on your wall. And that can be your routine for your days, maybe Monday to Friday. Think about school. So let's have a look. I can see a few of us. Some of us have got phones, some of us have got paper. We're just drawing down. If you haven't got either, just think about your routine. Yeah, try and plan it. So, right, number one, I'm going to do this. Right, next, number two, I'm going to do this. And just try and really think about it and break down your day. Just give you a couple of minutes. And then, if you want to, once you have finished that, if you want to share some of your routine in the chat box, so then we can see it, that would be great. I think I'm going to do an example of a routine as well.
Yeah, some of the schools are having their little class meetings, aren't they, at about 9 o'clock, and then you might get some online activity to do. Some of it might be, you might have to do an exercise with us or with somebody else, or just do work and go for a daily walk, all these little things.
I'm doing my own routine now as an example. I'm putting it in the chat box.
And a good idea, guys, maybe if you're starting to plan your routine, is like we've been mentioning, maybe set yourself a few key goals. So not actually setting too many tasks for yourself. You might think about, I'm going to set myself 3 key objectives this week. And then gradually, as you achieve them, you can actually increase how many tasks you have. Because if in fact, like I think Jack mentioned earlier about burning out, if you set yourselves too many challenges, guys, and you don't achieve them, it might make you feel sad and slightly down. So by starting off with only a few routine challenges, it might work better for you in the long run.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's a really important one. Like, don't plan too much in the day, because there is only a certain amount of time in the day.
I think Nick, one of our other coaches, says that, doesn't he, Jake? He says, as soon as you get up, make your bed. and that's your first daily little tick before you've even left your bedroom. Your first tick's done of your day. That's it. He says.
I think that's it, and that's an important one. And I think it's just even plan for a little bit of time outside. Definitely, even if it's just, obviously today I know the weather's not great, so maybe you can't really do it for today, but when the weather is nice, plan for a walk, or just to take some fresh air in the garden. I think Steve, you will definitely agree, going outside is really important.
It's massive, because in the first lockdown, if you can remember, it was late night, it was quite warm for months on end. It was roasting, wasn't it? We were all outside the gardens, but some people have had to stay inside their house and couldn't leave their houses. So it's really important, when it's dark nights, you might be on a computer all day for school. That's sometime in that daylight you need to get out if you can, with your family and friends. But make sure that it's people who you're either living with, obviously with all the lockdown rules, but it's just making sure that you get out and get some sunlight.
Exactly. And I think another important one, definitely for me, because during the first lockdown, I think loads of people would have been the same. My actual screen time on my phone was huge. Well, I'm trying to see, is it Mason? He's got his routine there. I like it. Good lad, well done. Yeah. Maybe type a few of them in the chat box, Mason, so everyone can have a little look and see. But I think having time away from your phone, tablets, games and things is really important. Like, that's something I've tried to do this lockdown, so I'm not just sat there on my phone, or I'm sat there on my computer all day. I make sure that I've got time away. Oh,
try some bacon. Yeah.
What do we bake? What are we baking? What cakes? Getting up at 8:30. I like it. Planning specific times. Good.
So it'd be good to see if you can keep to these little routines that you've set yourselves.
Yeah, this is something that if you can keep, and this can be like an example of a routine for your days. Obviously, when it comes to maybe Saturday and Sunday, you can have a bit more relaxed and a little bit less of a routine in terms of that. But I think Monday to Wednesday are the days where you definitely got to try and keep a routine. Do you agree, Chris?
I think so, Jake, as well. And what might be a good opportunity, guys, is to take this lockdown period as your practice moment, so that hopefully once we eventually come out of the lockdown, you'll be really strong and secure at actually applying your routine. So hopefully using this as kind of a self-improvement opportunity, that might be learning a new skill like you've been mentioning about baking, or just sticking to a routine. So once you're back at school again, you'll be an expert, and you might be able to show some of your friends how to do it as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what we'll do now is, if you could keep firing your routines in the chat box. Steve, Chris, interrupt me anytime if there's any really good answers.
Yeah, I'll just say, because this is really good, because some of these are going on YouTube as well, so you're going to be helping other children. So all the chat box information that you put in the chat box, it's amazing that we can share this with the rest of the Liverpool Foundation family and fans around the world to be looking at this. So it's really good, the interesting things that you're putting inside the chat boxes as well. Well done.
Absolutely. So just a little ending thing now. So if you could just answer, what we'll do is we'll answer a question at a time. I'll ask the question. I'll give you 1 minute to type an answer, just so we're nice and quick and we've got it fast paced. So how does planning ahead help in your mental well-being? So how does planning ahead make you feel better? So you got 1 minute to type some of the answers in there. Chris, if you want to annotate around again.
Yeah, absolutely, Jake. Absolutely.
And Steve, if there's any answers that you think definitely.
Yeah, it gets you prepared. Yeah, like that. Keeps you busy. So you're not stressing out. Yeah, you know what you do for the day and keeps us busy. Means you're ready to do the event. Your mind is occupied and everything is planned out. Like it?
Oh, amazing. Like that. Some really good answers. Right. Next question then. Do you understand what? Let's rephrase this. Give me an example of how you keep a good routine. What would you do to keep a good routine? One thing you're going to make sure you do after this workshop to keep a good routine.
Yeah, repeat it and plan it out.
Nice.
Yeah, stick it up somewhere close by. Yeah, a little timetable of activities.
Quality
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah, we say that for football a lot. If you know you're going to football on a Saturday morning, maybe you pack your own little bag or your boots, your shin pads, everything out the night before. So then you're ready to go and not searching around at the last minute looking for stuff.
Well, I think that's some really, really good answers there. And the last question, we have done that, yeah? So that routine that you put down maybe on your phone or a piece of paper or you had it in your head, yeah? You've got that now. That can be your routine for the days in the week. So Monday to Friday, that could be your routine. And you've got to make sure you do those things, yeah? And that will help with lockdown massively. Because if you've got a routine, you will feel miles better. Instead of just sitting down and, oh, do you know what, I'll stay up late tonight. And the next day you feel really tired. And if you plan your time you're getting up, what time you go in bed, you will honestly feel 100 times better. 100 times better. So here is our well-being table that I mentioned earlier on now. So we've got the routine here. So this is session 1. This is our challenge if you would like to do it. So our challenge is complete an LFC Foundation Wednesday workout session. Now we have the master of Wednesday workout himself here now. Steve, would you like to just give a little description about what it's about?
Yeah, what we're trying to do is keep everyone active, but not maybe every day that you have to commit to it. What we're trying to say is on a Wednesday, we're going to be doing a similar session to this, but it's going to be like a keep fit session with a few of the lads. We're going to be doing exercises and a bit about fitness and nutrition and hydration. And the idea behind it is you maybe do that sometimes on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You take the time to do it yourself. But on a Wednesday, we'll all work together and we'll do like a group workout with maybe 30, 40, 50 people all coming together. Maybe get families involved if they can. Even if they don't stay the whole half an hour, it might just be 5 or 10 minutes, keep everyone active. And then you can do some activities through the week when you feel up to it. Might be the morning workout that you do each day.
And that's at 11 tomorrow, is it, Steve?
Yeah, we'll be back on here tomorrow. So you just have to go through open play and do the same thing. Just register. And we'll be back on here tomorrow.
So if you want to try that challenge, maybe that can be part of your weekly routine. Yeah, feel free to book onto that for tomorrow. And I've got the imaginary ball again. I hope you're ready, Chris.
I'm ready, Jake.
Catch. Here we go.
I'll have to duck.
Right, something the ball. Oh, good catch. Good dodge, that, Steve.
Okay, everybody. So our next session, which will be the same time next week, will be based on confidence.
On Thursday, sorry, Chris. It's Thursday, isn't it?
Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's our session is going to be based on Thursday at the same time, and it's going to be based on confidence. So everything we've taken from our session with Jake today, we're going to understand what can maybe affect our confidence during lockdown and how we can gradually increase our confidence by, for example, sticking to a daily routine and maybe using the support network we have with our family and our friends.
Brilliant. So Thursday, same time, we'll see you there. And just quickly to end on, this is our safeguarding team at Liverpool Football Club. If there's anything you want to chat about, the number is there. Just leave it on for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And finally, thank you so much for joining. Thank you and your parents. You have honestly been amazing today. Yeah. Really, really good. So thumbs up. We're ready. And hopefully we'll see some of you tomorrow for the Wednesday workout. And then hopefully see you on Thursday again for the next session of this. So well done, everyone. And we will see you.
Well done, guys. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
You've been on as well. Tell your teachers and share what you've been doing today. Oh, healthy apple there. Healthy apple from Zach.
Bye.
See you later, Bob.
Bye, everybody.
See you later. Have a good day.